Eisenstein Effect! I'm your host, Vickie Eisenstein, and this is my guest,
Stephanie McCullough.
Woo! And
Dr. Stephanie McCullough.
do you want to introduce us?
That's what people call me, doctor.
Oh.
No, it's okay.
Is it formal? Are you
No,
okay?
it's not.
We can
I'm
redo
fine.
it.
No, it's good.
We have editing power.
No.
Okay. So today my guest is, wait, we already said what your name is.
Dr. Stephanie McCullough.
Dr. Stephanie McCullough. And she is the owner here of MCL, which stands for
Music Comedy Live.
Music Comedy Live.
Music Comedy Live.
Now, is this the only venue that performs musical comedy?
Well, what we say is we're the first theater in the nation that programs, the bulk of our programming is musical comedy, musical sketch, musicals, or musical improv. Like that's, yeah.
Okay. So how did you... You know what? No, I'm going to take
too long of a story.
I'm going to take this way back. We're starting the story so far back. McCullough.
McCullough.
That's an Irish name, is it not?
It is.
Tell me about that. Is your heritage Irish?
Scotch-Irish.
Scotch-Irish.
No, this is what's really interesting about my heritage, is that on my father's side is True Bloods. They are Quakers.
Oh, cool.
True Bloods, McCulloughs, they're Quakers and Irish. My mother's sides are Shacklefords, and they are KKK Klans members.
What? Really?
So,
oh my gosh.
The Quakers, so that's my combination, isn't so much that it's McCullough, but that it's on my father's side, there were Quakers, they were part of the Underground Railroad. And I've seen, I've gone to some family reunions and seen, notes and what they did to help the Underground Railroad. And then I know very little about my mom's side, except for that they were in the KKK.
Klansmen.
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. Born in Indiana, but mostly Cincinnati, Ohio.
Did you grad school music?
No, psychology.
Really?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know.
No. So my PhD is as a
psychologist. You don't usually come into class or just saying, "Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I majored in psychology."
My doctorate is in psychology.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I practiced for a while.
Wow. So I really should be calling you doctor.
I am really a doctor.
Oh wow. Oh wow, I'm redoing. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I feel like I need to redo this beginning. Oh my god. So you came here, you did graduate school in psychology.
Yes.
And what happened after that? How did it take me from there to here?
Right. So in 1996, 97, I.O. with Jason Chin.
I love Jason
Chin. God bless. And that whole crew did Jedi the musical, and I'm a Star Wars fanatic, so I went to that all the time, because I didn't in between grad school you need to blow off some steam, and I was like, I could totally do that. So I hung out at I.O. all the time. We called it I.O. then too, but it was Improv Olympic. And then I was going to grad school, and then I was like, maybe I'll, there was an improv bulletin board, like the old bulletin boards on the internet, when it was just listed down.
Like BBS?
BBS, exactly. And people would list needing a piano player for their show, so I just sort of offered myself up a couple of times.
Okay.
And continued grad school, but at some point, Beth Kligerman's calling and was like, hey, I hear you're great, would you like to come in? And I was like, no, I got to finish my master's. And then she would call me later. Would you like to? No, I've got to finish my doctorate.
So for those who don't know, Beth Kligerman is a very, very high-level producer at Second City.
Yeah, there were even fewer of us MDs back then, so your name got passed around. But I did shows at I.O. I did the Herald teams, Cabaret. I did Baby Wants Candy when Lawrence started them over at I.O. And I did Comedy Sports when they used to be at the old place where the playground is now.
Gotcha.
I have so much history of improv that I just was hanging around.
With so many medals. Tell me, did you learn piano
as a kid?
As a kid, okay.
Yeah. I wrote my first little piece when I was 5 years old.
Really?
Yep, the Clown Waltz in F major.
I'm going to ask you to play that.
No, yes!
Yes, can you do that for me?
And the reason I wrote it was because we're watching Muppets. Because it's Friday night, and that's what you did as a family. You sat around and watched Muppets. And the song they always have an artist in the song, like a guest, and she sung Send in the Clowns. And I was 5 years old, and I'm watching Send in the Clowns, and it is the saddest song I'd never heard a song that sad ever.
It is kind of sad.
It's really sad. And there's a Muppet that's precariously doing a tight wire act, and she's like, send in the clouds. And I was like, my little heart was like that. My heart was breaking, and I got upset. And I walked out, I stormed out and went to the other living room where the piano was, and I decided to rewrite the clown song. Because that's not what a clown song should sound like.
It should be happy.
So
Clowns must be happy.
So it was this exactly right. And 1, 2, 3. So that's the 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I had a B section.
Oh my God, this is advanced.
You always have to have a B section too.
Oh, yeah. That's amazing. You were Mozart. As a kid, you were Mozart.
Then I did this. And then and as a little girl, I was like, like my little finger. I always wanted to.
It's like chopsticks was always my favorite. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yay!
That's the monologue.
Like, what was the coolest performance or the most fun performance?
Wayne
you
Brady. Oh, Wayne Brady.
That was immediate. I love
I will
it.
never forget it. And I got the call when I was finishing reviewing. I had my final edits on my dissertation, which is 300 pages. You have to type it. I got a call from Dave Gaudet at Comedy Sports that said Wayne Brady's touring through Milwaukee. The MD, the musician, the piano player, broke his hand, and they need a piano player for his show, his sold-out show to Milwaukee.
Awesome.
I went and played for him. That will always be my favorite because because I pimped him.
Really?
Hard.
What'd you
in
make
the
him
show.
do? What'd you make him do?
Well, I pimped him twice. One was that he was improvising the title of a musical, like the opening number of a musical called like The Fighting Geisha Girl. And geisha was definitely in it, fighting was definitely in it. So I opened up with like lovely little geisha music. And he's singing, I mean, he's just delivering it like ridiculous. And it's kind of coming to a close. Like it's lasted its good like minute. And then it occurred to me, oh, there was a fighting part. So I shifted gears, I modulated to the fighting part.
Oh,
and
like a kung fu?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he immediately shifted with me, and we started on this like galloping pace. So I started to speed him up, like bump, 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 bump. And then he got faster than me, like he caught up.
Nice.
And then he was like, "Oh yeah, you're speeding up. I'm speeding up with you."
It became like a duel.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he got his words, like his abilities, were just outstanding, and it just the audience went crazy.
That's so awesome.
And then and then the encore piece that he did, he was doing a review of top hits sung by Tina Turner, and he does a really great Tina Turner impersonation. And so like he was going through the top hits and like what the audience gave him, and I'm just playing and trying to keep up.
Yeah.
And he finally hits his last note, which was like a resolve, but instead of resolving it, I went up a half step on him. Nice. And then I held it longer. And he's like,
running out of breath.
Oh, but he's so good, right?
Yeah.
And he stops, and he turns and looks at me. He goes, "Nice." And then he went, "La."
Yes.
It set my hair like standing up.
Oh man, isn't that so crazy?
Those kinds of events are really interesting.
Yeah. I've
that
done a
stuff
little
happening.
bit of corporate improv, and it's a fun thing, but then it's also there's
Different
that pressure.
Different level of pressure. You really have, it's not, you have to be able to operate with some pretty intense pressure and not let it affect your performance at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are second guessing, but you can't let yourself second guess.
And you definitely can't show the client that you're second guessing.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to go out and tell the client, "Oh, that almost came out as a disaster." You know.
Yeah.
And I've seen improvisers that want to share that, and it's like, "Oh, that's not good. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do that. Just
pro.
If you are in a corporate gig, just everything is perfect at all times. Don't ever tell them anything. Don't tell them anything. Just,
Good life advice in general, actually. Would you agree
keep
as a
it all,
psychologist?
keep it chill. Yes. Don't share your baggage. Don't tell everyone how terrible it almost was or how
Never.
terrible you thought it was. Never. Don't.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of energy spent.
This goes for relationships too. The cool thing about coached ensembles is basically anybody who does Second City who's a student there can audition to get on a team, and you get to perform every Thursday night. So Stephanie's saying that Mint is basically kind of like that, in that anybody could audition to be on a team that does musical improv.
That's right. And the teams have a MD and a director, and you don't have to pay for any of that. So I was doing that. It was great. And one of the executive directors of Studio B, I was like checking in, like, how was your New Year's Eve? What's he going to do this year? And he kind of said, I don't know. I might have to close this space. Really? I was like, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
No, I had a lottery card. I was like, just give me a second. I'm going to win $50,000.
That would have been wonderful. That would have been great.
That's why I was hoping it was happening.
Yeah.
I followed through on my bit, but it didn't happen. So I said, let's talk about that. And then I got Alex Gardet and Michael Jordan. I asked them individually. They knew each other, and but I asked them individually to meet up. And then they met with me, and we sat down at a Jimmy John's. And I was like, what do you think? First line of business, terrible idea. Second line of business, how are we going to make it happen? That's kind of what happened.
And you made it happen. That's the coolest part.
We are here.
Here we are. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Whole team's here. What? Is there anything I'm missing that you would like to bring up, that you'd like to talk about? Otherwise, I'm going to ask you random questions.
Let's talk about growing up. I'm really invested in watching the growth. The things you're learning now and the things you're going to feel about it 5 years from now. And I'm very fascinated by the things like the musical improv. The only thing holding us back is that we're just really new at it as a community. The average length of time that someone on stage doing musical improv has done it is maybe 2-3 years. That's probably the bell curve. The real outstanding performers and the Rachel Masons, they're out here on this bell curve of like 10, 12, 15, 18 years under your belt. And if we keep to it, we'll get there. And so our art is going to get there too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's fascinating having set up this theater, because I am inundated with youthful ideas about shows, about how to get after audiences. And I can't transplant my 18, 19 years into them, right? And it wouldn't be right to. So I have to kind of like watch and agree, but sort of maybe sometimes privately not agree, but also know I'm going to have to watch everyone figure it out for themselves and figure things out I never would have thought of.
If I was going to put you back in time.
Gonna go back in time!
Which time period, where would you want to be?
In any time period?
Any time period, any place.
I'd go right back to the 70s.
Really?
I loved the 70s.
Wow.
I loved them.
Okay, cool. 1970s.
Yeah, the 1970s. Donnie and Marie, the TV show.
Like the pop culture mainly?
The pop culture, the music. The politics were intense.
Gotcha. Yeah. You want to kind of go undercover then. And like pretend you're from the 70s.
Yeah.
A real time lord.
Yes.
Nice. Are you a Whovian?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's great. How much Doctor Who merchandise do you think you own?
Oh, well, I lost a percentage of it. It went off to my ex-husband.
Oh.
We had an actual TARDIS. He built to scale.
What?
A ridiculous TARDIS. Doctor Who's great.
Who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Luke.
Really, Luke Skywalker? Luke. Okay. That's sort of young, like, what's going on?
The boy ingenue.
Yeah.
What was your song in your conservatory show?
Oh, well, the one that I did, it ended up getting cut. Like, it wasn't there. Because we wanted to do it, and then it was like we almost got to it on previews, but that was the day that they didn't sell enough tickets.
And so we didn't get to
so
see
we
it.
never got to do it.
Which one was it, though?
It was, we're the winning GOP candidates. We have no idea what we legislate. Although our speeches are quite irate, we don't know how to pontificate. Was that the end? I forget. It was something like that. Yeah, you made a fun little march for it.
Oh, that's too bad. It was actually about politics.
It was. It was a very
not a fart song. Let's just talk.
I don't do that.
I'm like fart songs.
But that's a whole genre. In music improv. Is it not?
You know what? Are you willing to sing a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
We're going to. If this could be historic right here.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let us sing all the things that that have been sung, so that now that we've sung it, you don't have to write a song about it anymore.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like we just, I don't know, what's the hook? We finally wrote the song, so now you don't have to write the song about the CTA and how it's always crowded.
The song about Facebook and how you hate your newsfeed.
Yes, the song about fart
Chipotle.
Song about Chicago weather. Brr, it's always so cold.
The song about the polar vortex, El Nino and El Nina.
Yep, that's right. That's it.
Right on there. There's too many of these songs.
Well, we've done them all now.
We have.
So we did the song. We burned them all. Now you don't have to write them. You can write about other things.
Anything at all else than that.
We did it.
Yay.
We burned them.
We burned all the songs.
They're done.
No longer.
No more.
You have no excuses.
We've got it. We've done it.
You gotta
Taken
be
care of.
creative now.
Time to think of something else.
Yeah, we did you a favor.
Outside the box.
Box was here, and we went like
Yeah, we're like smash that.
off the piano ledge.
Done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We accomplished
Yay.
so much.
Yay! Good. Oh, I forgot about the song about your BuzzFeed.
And how many lists about cheese you bred?
Yep.
Yeah.
And now we've completed the song.
Woo! Yay! Well, thank you so much,
welcome.
Steph. Can I call you Steph?
Yes.
Okay, Dr. Steph.
Yes.
So I think we've reached the point of the
we
program where you get to plug. You can plug away anything you want.
What do I don't know.
Well, she's
Just
here. Come to MCL.
I mean,
come
just
here.
hang out. It's
Yeah.
like we have fun. We do Vamp, we do MCL, we do Mint. Just check it out.
So thanks for watching The Eisenstein Effect. You can catch new episodes every Wednesday. That's right, Eisenstein! Twitter at Eisenstein EFCT because the full word couldn't fit. And, just show us some love. Subscribe on the YouTube. Subscribe on the iTunes. Leave a nice review. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Just let us know how your day is going. Tell us about your farts.
Tell us.
Tell us all about your farts.
Yeah.
All right. Bye!